think today the chairs are just going to
Mind
explore.
yourself. It seems as though things are getting worse.
Up.
Best be on my
So
guard.
let's have a bit of just exploring day for a change. And see how things go. See what we can find. And how is everybody today?
One less human to worry about.
One of Ranrock's camps. Exactly as Madame Beaumont described.
Wizards are running scared.
Because last time we had a fight, it says we weren't strong enough. So somehow we need to collect more gear, but we can't unless we do these certain trials. We need to do that. Plus, we need to see what other mysterious things we can find.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Levioso.
Incendio! Levioso! Reparo! Accio! Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Abandoned long ago, no doubt. What are you doing out here?
Challenging you to a game of Summoner's Court. I think it's time you faced a real opponent, outside of Ronan's little lesson in charms class. Summoner's Court isn't just a game. It's a battle of skill. A test of a witch or wizard's mettle. What say?
I'm in. Let's do it.
Brilliant! Summoner's Court, the ever-changing game. Accio. Nothing to it.
Accio!
Didn't think you were a match for me. Accio. All in the wrist. Try to beat that. Wait, did I win? I won! We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand! You could use the practice. Summoner's Court, the ever-changing game. Accio. Accio. Nothing to it.
Accio.
I've seen worse. Accio. All in the wrist. Missed the mark a bit on that one. Accio.
Accio.
Eh, lucky shot. We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice.
It's unfair, you always get to go first.
Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Accio. Try to beat that.
Accio.
Accio. That was one for the ages. Accio. Nothing to it.
Accio.
Didn't think you were a match for me. Tie game. At least you didn't beat me. We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Accio. All in the wrist.
Accio.
I'll let you have that one. Try to beat that. I've seen worse.
Went off.
Accio. Nothing to it.
Accio.
That was one for the ages. We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Accio. All in the wrist.
Accio.
That was one for the ages. Try to beat that.
Oh God,
Missed the
no.
mark a bit on that one. Accio. Nothing to it.
Accio.
Oh, I tried to knock his off, it didn't work.
Didn't think you were a match for me. We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Accio.
Accio.
I've seen worse. All in the wrist. Not bad. Not bad. Accio. Try to beat that.
Accio.
That was one for the ages. We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Accio. Nothing to it.
Accio.
Lucky shot. I'll let you have that one. Accio. All in the wrist.
Accio.
Missed the mark a bit on that one.
What? That was it? Oh, that's unfair.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Akio. Try to beat that. That was one for the ages. Not bad. Not bad. Akio. Nothing to it. Didn't think you were a match for me. We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Akio. All in the wrist. Lucky shot. Try to beat that. I'll let you have that one. Akio. Nothing to it. I've seen worse. We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Akio. All in the wrist. That was one for the ages. Try to beat that. Not bad. Not bad. Akio. Nothing to it. Well done. You beat me.
Woohoo! Did it!
Bit of good luck, that's all.
Come now, Leander, there's no need for that.
Fine, you're good. Better than I am, at least. I'll let the others know you're good enough to keep playing.
The others?
I lost 7 matches in a row to Samantha Dale. 7 matches in a row? That's a lot. 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 7 mat The others who play Summoner's Court thought that if you couldn't beat me, you wouldn't be enough of a challenge.
Chin up, Leander. Keep practicing and you'll get better.
I suppose you're right. I'll let the others know that your metal's been tested, and that you passed.
But it's always so noisy in the common room, and then I can't concentrate, so I end up just talking to everyone and nothing gets done.
I try to imagine the great hidden wizards of the past who once sat in the same chairs as we now get to sit in the common room.
Ah, I found the music room. What's it?
What's this one about? Ah!
Revelio.
I can think
Protego!
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Is everything all right?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm Nellie, by the way. I'm just so excited that the Daedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumour is that a former headmistress, Professor Moll, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Surely you'll be trying to complete the challenge as well.
I've tried, and I can't even get past the first cabinets. Perhaps you'll have better luck. I'd love to know what's in the cabinets.
Why would Professor Moll conjure flying keys?
What I heard is that it had something to do with keeping Peeves out of things. But that may or may not be true. He's a poltergeist. I thought they could go almost anywhere.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you do. In fact, I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower. You should listen for them. I hope you follow a few keys at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
Reparo.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against Troll.
I wonder if you might be able to help me with a small, project.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
I suppose it must seem that way. I'm not sure it's justified. It's often been a matter of circumstance.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, Mine, unfortunately, took the shape of a puffskein.
Surely you're joking. You can't possibly be afraid of a puffskein.
It may seem irrational to you, but my experience with them has been most upsetting. They eat bogies, you know. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumor has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
What sort of plant should I expect in the hidden herbology corridor?
I haven't a clue. But have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlic grows? If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
Hidden herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing.
Relieved to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
All of the shopkeepers.
These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling. Here. Incendio! This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor. Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light. Incendio! Reparo! Revelio! Protego! Lumos! Lumos. I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery.
You know it does help to look at the thing while you're stirring.
Right, we'll stop it here. And then we'll go and return to Duncan.